Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
And don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you never miss an upload. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to another episode of Chats and Recaps. Tonight, we're talking about The Masked Singer, which aired Wednesday, September 23rd of 2020. Ready?
Yes, it sure did. I'm
ready to make our guess.
I'm turned up for The Masked Singer tonight.
Me too. Wink, wink, wink.
Tonight I'm drinking pear juice with Crown Apple Royal with pear liqueur with ginger liqueur.
Well, the first drink was apple juice with pear liqueur with apple crown coral royal.
What?
I think I had too much.
The first drink was apple juice, a little bit of apple juice with major pear juice with apple crown royal with cinnamon fireball whiskey with pear liqueur.
Mine didn't have cinnamon,
but mine did have cinnamon.
And then the second drink, I have a vanilla cream soda
with vanilla liqueur,
which is the healthy version of the vanilla cream. And it also has vanilla liqueur.
They say it's the same, but it's never the same.
A little bit of Jose Cuervo. I know, right? They say it's the same, but it's never the same.
It's the same, but it's never the same.
It isn't. It's really light.
Yeah.
But it's good. It's healthier.
Mm-hmm. So, we're here to talk about The Masked Singer.
Woo!
We just watched it. We watched the first episode, and we are here to talk about it. How many times am I going to say that we're here to talk about it?
Okay, I don't know.
You get it. So,
as many times as we need to say, we're here to talk about it. Okay, so this is the only show that is a family event in this house where we all sit and watch The Masked Singer.
That is true.
Fully blasted.
I know. Which is a rarity because Miss over here does not like to have the sound up for anything.
No.
So The Masked Singer, thank you for bringing sound back into my household.
And bringing us together to hear it.
Yeah, and bringing us together to watch and to guess and to enjoy and to like really get into it. Mm-hmm. We really get into it.
Yes, we do.
And we're going to get into it tonight.
Yes, we are. And the first one.
Yeah, starting off tonight, they actually started off with the sun, which I was like, yes.
I know.
Why? Because when we talked about the first episode where they kind of did like some sneak previews and stuff, the sun was the one that I was really excited to hear when it came out because I just had this thing in me that I felt like the sun was a diva and like the sun was going to be some star power, was going to have this awesome voice. And boy, I was not disappointed tonight.
Not at all.
I got exactly what I expected.
Yep. I love the costume, love the voice.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure I know exactly who this is.
Yeah. They introduced some new things this season, like the vault, where now when they hear them sing for the first time, they have to immediately write down their first impression of the person, and then they have to put it into the vault. And then when that singer is unmasked, they'll pull out the vault to show what their first guesses were. And now something different they're doing this season is they're also, I guess, going to be keeping score of the judges' correct guesses or incorrect guesses, which I think is a fun little thing to add.
And then they win a trophy at the end, a gold trophy,
Spoiler alert! I'm sure that Ken is definitely not going to win because he's got some of the worst guesses.
It just started, so you just never know.
He's got some really bad guesses.
You never know because this is new for them, so it might make him more serious.
Really, Michael Phelps? Come on!
I know.
Michael Phelps for the dragon? Really?
I know.
I'm getting ahead of myself, but I was like, oh my gosh.
The first contestants that played tonight was the sun, giraffe, popcorn, dragon, and that was it. It was the first four, right?
The snow owls.
Oh yeah, the snow owls. I knew I was like forgetting something.
Yeah. So first up was the sun. So in her clues, she revealed gold member, mentioned extreme seasons, and what looked like hair mousse being shot out of a tube. Reveals that at first she was great, but it was a lot of pressure. The spotlight was scorching. She got burned out. She was then frozen in a deep depression. Wow.
Depression. Too many drinks.
We could also see an image of a jaguar and Mickey Mouse ears. And then she sang "'Cause I Love You" by Lizzo. So, like we said, the son had a very powerful voice. As expected, I expected the son to be a fabulous singer. And so, as of right now, we're really torn between two guesses, which is between Demi Lovato and Christina Aguilera.
Yeah.
Now, I haven't heard Christina Aguilera sing recently, so I don't know what she sounds like now. You said her voice has changed.
It has. She sounds a little bit more mature, and her voice sounds more mature than before, so it doesn't have a high pitch like it used to. But also, she still got it. So, yeah. I mean, she sounded just... When I heard her, all I saw was Christina Aguilera.
Also, so does Demi Lovato. So that's the thing. It's like Demi Lovato and Christina Aguilera have very like similar voices. And if Christina Aguilera's voice has matured in this way, then it's going to be even harder to tell the difference. Yes. And we can't see the body figures, although they also have similar figures. They're both very curvy. So I'm like, I don't know. I'm really torn between the two. I think I have to listen to Christina Aguilera today and maybe see if that will change maybe my perception, because I'm really good like at hearing a voice and matching a voice. But I'm between Demi Lovato and Christina Aguilera on this one, although I'm a little bit leaning more towards Demi Lovato than Christina Aguilera.
And I'm leaning more towards I'm leaning more towards Christina Aguilera.
Yeah, so we'll see.
And once you hear Christina sing now, you're going to see what I'm talking about.
The judges' guesses were Catherine McPhee, Demi Lovato, and Madonna.
Really, Madonna?
Yeah,
of course, you know that was
that
one.
Yeah, I was like, I don't see that one. I think the closest guess was Demi Lovato for sure.
Yeah, from the judges.
That's why I'm just like, they would know Christina Aguilera if they heard her. I mean, come on.
I know.
She's got one of the most iconic voices.
She does. But
the thing that throws me off is the Disney reference. But here's the thing. So there was a Disney reference and they're talking about burning out early. I don't think Christina Aguilera burned out early. That's what throws me off. Now, someone who did burn out early was Demi Lovato. You know, she's been through a lot. And she had a very deep, like a darker part of her career where she was in a deep depression. She was in rehab, and she's recently overcome all of those things. So that's why I'm more inclined to think Demi Lovato, because she was a child Disney star. She did Disney shows, Disney movies, and then the whole Frozen thing. And she did sing Let It Go for Frozen. So that's why I'm more towards Demi Lovato than I am towards Christina Aguilera.
But then when they asked for the last clue, after she was done singing, she was like Reflection. And you know that Reflection is one of Christina Aguilera's songs.
That's true. But here's another thing. Demi Lovato really looks up to Christina Aguilera. And not too long ago, she did a performance with Christina Aguilera, which was like one of her biggest moments.
Was it Reflection?
No. They sang a song together. I don't remember the name of the song, but they sang a song together. I haven't heard it, but I should probably listen to it. And we should actually listen to it because we'll hear the differences in the voices hearing them sing together, or we might see how similar they are to each other. But they did do a duet together, and she really looks up to Christina Aguilera, and she is inspired by her. So the Reflection could be a hint at the fact that she's done a duet with Christina Aguilera.
Could be. I still say Christina Aguilera. I don't know. We'll see as we go on further.
Yeah. Those are just initial thoughts.
So those are our guess.
But yeah, that's the thing. They both can belt. They both have like the soul in their voice.
Yes,
they both have very powerful voices.
Mm-hmm.
They're both
divas.
This ability to hit these really high notes. Mm-hmm. And they're able to switch from their chest to head voice almost undistinguishable. Yep. That's what makes them so hard to tell them apart.
All I know is they're both powerful singers. Yeah. They're both divas, and
they're both incredibly talented.
They did pick a good costume to demonstrate a very powerful female vocalist. So.
I know. I was not let down.
Not at all. I knew it though. I was like, that's going to be a good singer. I'm telling you, that's going to be one of those divas that's going to make all our hair stand and be like, yes.
Right? We all initially we were like, maybe it'll be like Beyonce or Mariah Carey.
Nah.
But Christina Aguilera, Demi Lovato. Yes. Yeah. I wasn't really expecting that, but I'm definitely not let down for sure. No. So anyways, next up was the giraffe. So the giraffe was the tallest in Masked Singer history, but also incredibly sophisticated. So for his clues, he said he had a roller coaster full of ups and downs. Music is in his blood, but when he stuck his neck out and took a gigantic risk, he became a butt of everyone's jokes. He was in knots and felt lonely, and he states the party was over, so he swung even harder. And then a $3 game is shown where he hits the thing and then it hits the top. With hard work, he's drummed up towering success, and now he's in the driver's seat. For his performance, Giraffe was singing "Let's Get It Started" by Black Eyed Peas, which I thought was an interesting choice.
Now, he also said he was a carnivore or something in the beginning.
Something about, it was like carnival.
Like welcome to his carnival. Yeah, something like that.
He said, welcome to my carnival. And then he was on a roller coaster with ups and downs and everything. So I definitely think, like they said, it was someone who's been in the industry for a while. And then he said stuff like drummed up success and things like that. So it makes me, and then that music is in his blood. So it makes me think that he's from a family who is involved in the music industry, like maybe a famous family or family who does music, and that he maybe was not the lead singer. Maybe he did something in the background, because like drummed up success, maybe that's a hint that he was someone in the background, like playing an instrument.
I don't know.
Possibly.
I don't know, but when I heard the voice and kind of all the clues, the only person that popped up in my head was Vanilla Ice.
Oh, yeah. The judges gave the 3 things were Garth Brooks, Travis Barker, or Vanilla Ice.
I say Vanilla Ice.
I could say Vanilla Ice, because when you said butt of everyone's jokes, Vanilla Ice was a huge, he was very made fun of.
They made so much fun of him on movies. People that spoke about him always had a joke to say about him.
Isn't he the one who came out to "We're Here for Nasty Weather"? I am ordinary. No. Oh, who came out to that song? Maybe that was the Dragon.
Burning Down the House.
Maybe that was the Dragon. Burning down the house.
The Dragon didn't sing that song.
Somebody came out. No, when they walked out, they came out to that song.
Oh, I think it was the Dragon.
Ordinary guy burning down the house. That was,
I think, the Dragon.
Maybe it was, I guess.
I mean, it made sense. The Dragon.
I was going to say, because burning down the house, because that song was in 13 Going on 30, where they made fun of Vanilla Ice's song. That's what I was saying. Oh, well.
Now I'm confused.
But obviously.
But anyways, I think it's Vanilla Ice. Who do you think?
I don't really have any good guesses for this one, so I just will. I guess I'll be with you on that one with Vanilla Ice for now.
He was the brunt of all jokes. He was like, he did go through some depression because of it, because it seemed like they wouldn't take him serious at all, like nowhere.
Yeah, I can see that.
It kind of ended his music career, if you want to call it a career. No pun intended. Vanilla Ice, because I still love your Ice Ice Baby. It did take a turn, and that's now a popular song like everywhere. And he is very famous now. He flips a lot of homes. He's making a lot of money, and he is in the driver's seat, like he said. He is now in the driver's seat, and he's at the top. And he's like appearing at a lot of different shows, and he's doing a lot of things. So Vanilla Ice Baby.
Could be.
Ice Ice Baby.
Yeah. Next one up was popcorn.
Popcorn.
So for popcorn's clues, she had an image of snacks in the city that appeared to look just like TV show Sex in the City. Yep. She has a thick New York accent, which could be an act. She says she built a career around love, but she's not soft. She worked long nights rushing from one thing to the next. We also see some meatloaf on a plate, a goldfish with hoop earrings, and a tiger. There's a lot going on. She has jet-setted to exotic places with royalty. And she sang "What About Us" by Pink.
Yeah. I was thinking of one of the characters from Sex and the City.
Here's something interesting. Have you thought about Cyndi Lauper?
Cyndi Lauper.
Someone says that her voice sounded like Cyndi Lauper.
I didn't hear Cyndi Lauper in her at all. And I don't even see Cyndi Lauper being
working 9 to 5.
That's not Cyndi Lauper.
Way to make a living. Who sings that song?
That's Dolly Parton.
Could it be her?
No,
Dolly
She's not
Parton. From New York. Yeah,
no. Dolly Parton has a Southern voice. She is not New York. Whoever it was is very New York. I mean, Cyndi Lauper, she has like a Chicago accent.
Yeah. So the judges were thinking either Tina Turner, Carol Baskin, which was ridiculous. I'm pretty sure that was Ken who said Carol Baskin. And the last one was Mary J. Blige.
I don't know.
I don't think any of those are right.
I think it's a character from Sex and the City. It could be the one who played Samantha. She has that accent. She's done a lot of things besides Sex and the City. And she's very classy.
Has she done any singing?
I don't know. And then I was thinking Charlotte, the one who played Charlotte. But Charlotte doesn't really have a New York accent.
Here's my thing. I'm not sure that it actually is a character from Sex and the City. It could be someone who appeared on Sex and the City, or they're using Sex and the City as a thing. Or played in the
movie Sex and the City.
That's true. Or they could just be doing it as like a homage to the fact they're just from New York. I don't know. Maybe they relate to Sex and the City in some way. They might not necessarily have been on the show.
So I was thinking like Samantha, the one who plays Samantha. But
I like how you had this almost revelation and then you were like, but yeah, Samantha.
I know. Because now I'm thinking, what if it is like one of the movies, Sex and the City, where there were some, people outside of the show that came into play. And
could be.
I remember one of them was a singer who was on what's that singing show?
American
Idol. She was on American Idol. I can't think of her voice right now.
American Idol.
But that could be her.
Fantasia?
No. She did a commercial for Weight Watchers.
Jordan Sparks?
And
Jennifer Hudson.
She played on Sex and the City. That could be her.
She was on Sex and the City?
Yeah, she was on the movie.
But Jennifer Hudson doesn't have a New York accent. But here's the thing that threw me off. The accent could be fake because when they asked her the question she answered, I didn't hear the New York accent in the answer. I didn't hear any accent
either. No.
You're right. It could possibly be somebody
she
like
played
Jordan
on the movie.
Sparks.
So she was Carrie's assistant in the movie Sex and the City.
You could be
and
right.
she did find love and romance in New York and got engaged and went off to get married.
Maybe that's why Sex and the City was such a big thing for her.
It was because I think it was her first time acting and it really put her out there. So yeah, I didn't think about that at first, but you know what? I'm gonna notate that one down.
Interesting.
Jennifer Hudson.
Yeah, that could be a good guess. So,
and she did go through a lot in her life.
Yeah. The next one up is the dragon.
The dragon.
So his clues. He had 3 sports cars parked in front of his mansion, which were drawn in an animation. He loves dressing up in funky, outrageous costumes. He's always been a fire-breathing beast on his quest to be the best. At first, his fire was dangerous, and then he got a tip to help him calm down and switch gears. He seems to have a lot of money, and we also see a dumbbell suggesting he's no stranger to working out. We also see the Statue of Liberty. Tonight, Dragon is singing Mama Said Knock You Out by LL Cool J.
Now, this is a big guy, husky voice. And all I thought about was probably DMX, Coolio, or Busta Rhymes.
Yeah.
I really didn't think about Busta Rhymes until the panel said his name. And I was like, that's it.
Yeah,
that's the voice.
When you can't really put like a name to something, but you know you've heard it before. Yes. And then someone says and they're like, that's what it is. So the panel's guesses for Dragon were DMX, Michael Phelps, or Busta Rhymes.
Michael Phelps. You know that was Ken.
I know. I was like, really? Michael Phelps? Really? Who
Where did he fit in that
Phelps?
big body that was standing on stage?
Now, I had to say.
And the raspy voice.
Me, myself.
Get my dogs.
Right?
Where my dogs at?
Me, myself, I was really sold to DMX just because the voice to me sounded so much like his voice
and
that
there was
I've heard
so much
in so many records.
Stuff in the Clue.
And, you know, growing up listening to you play DMX all the time, it really sounded like him when he was rapping.
Yeah, it did. I mean, and DMX has a heavy, husky voice. The only thing that I was a little bit concerned about, because I was like, you know, DMX ain't that big. He's not that tall.
Yeah, that's what you said. You said the only thing that throws off is the height.
DMX is not that tall. Yeah. But it's that voice, you know?
Uh-huh. The thing is, I don't really know how tall he is. So I was just like, I'm just going by the
DMX,
voice.
And I don't want to make, you know, any insults to his height or whatever. But I think he's like 5'8", maybe. 5'8".
I have no idea.
5'7", 5'8". He's not a really tall guy. Well, but he's got a big voice. You
average
know?
height is like 5'9", 5'10".
Yeah, he's like, but his voice is like really heavy and raspy. So that's why I was like, yeah, that's his voice.
When he was doing that rap, it was so deep and it had that husky like thing. like growl in his voice, and that's what I thought.
Yeah, but then when they said Busta Rhymes, I was like, yeah, that makes sense. That's the body. And then when, you know, we'll get to that part, but he was doing something at the end, and I was like, I don't know, that looks like Busta Rhymes. I don't know. All I saw was Busta Rhymes.
Yeah. And then finally, we ended off with the Snow Owls, which is the first ever duo to appear on the show. Mm-hmm. So some of their clues were there was a sign that says Jam-a-lot, and that says we haven't seen them together in a while, but it's time for a family reunion. Sounds like they are a man and a woman. They hint at being a brother-sister combo who have some roots in comedy. They have references to Christmas for their song. Snow Owls were singing Say Something by A Great Big World.
I love that song.
Which was a great duet, by the way.
Yeah,
one of my favorite performances of the night.
One of my favorite
except for the
songs.
sun.
But yeah, they were a great duet. It was a perfect song for their voice, especially his voice. His voice was very, very familiar to me. Hers wasn't playing as much as his. I think he overpowered her a little bit. But I'm going to stick with Donny and Marie Osmond.
Yeah. Panel's guesses on this one were Amy Grant and Vince Gill.
But they're a married couple.
Yeah. That's why they were like, I think it was, what's her name? I think Jenny was like, that doesn't sound right because they said siblings. And then the other guess was Marie and Marie Osmond or Eugene Levi and Catherine O'Hara.
Yeah.
So those were the panel guesses. So
whoever they are, they're a brother and sister duel. They're not a husband and wife duel.
Yeah, because they said
siblings.
Siblings.
And I know that Marie and Donnie did a lot of Christmas specials. They also have a Christmas album song. And it's been a while since they had a reunion. So I'm going to stick with them. And they didn't sound like young people.
Definitely. So, I don't think so.
No. Yeah. And I don't know. They said Donnie was already on the show in the first season.
Yeah, but
he did the same. Yeah. They said he did the same pecking
as
he did when he was the bird on the first one, or the peacock or whatever he was.
Yeah, I think it was Peacock. And initially you said, you were like, oh, well, can he be on the show twice? And I was like, well, there's no rules on this show. You know, there's no rule that says someone can't appear twice. As a matter of fact, wouldn't it even be better to appear twice? Because then people really
aren't going to really get you guessing. Like,
but also, he comes back with a twist because he's coming back with a sibling of his. So it makes it, different in a way.
And it makes it with more
interesting
sense. I don't know.
I'm going to have to look up some songs and listen to them and see,
I still say them.
Yeah.
I still say them.
Yeah,
but those are my guess.
Those were the first guesses of a lot of people.
It's kind of hard to think of a lot of brother and sister duels,
My thing is, I don't know. I can't really say who I know it is because I don't really know the voices. They're not voices I've heard, or I may have heard them, but I'm just like, don't remember them.
Right.
But here's what I'm going to say about personality, what I got from the personalities. Then you can tell me if this matches them or not. So I'm going to say that, who is it? Donnie?
Mm-hmm.
Donnie and Marie, right?
Right.
So Donnie is obviously, he's the jokester of the two. He's the one who messes around all the time.
He does.
I see him as like always poking her and she's being like, oh my God, just stop. She's the serious one.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
She's always telling him he needs to stop.
That is true.
He needs to be more serious or whatever. And he's just always trying to like poke at her to see how much. I feel like he kind of pokes at her to see how much can he do before she like really gets mad.
So I'm going to see.
And she carries herself with, more seriousness and grace.
That is true.
And he doesn't take himself seriously. And
That's true.
And what annoys him about her is that he doesn't take himself seriously enough. And what annoys him and her is that she takes herself too seriously, and that's where they butt heads. That's where I see it.
That is true. And for someone who didn't grow up with them, they were like that on their show.
That's how I see their
personalities.
That's how I see their dynamic with each other.
And that's how they were. Like, he would always make jokes and stuff, and she's like, oh.
And she's exactly. I see her like, oh my God, can you please be serious for like one moment?
You're absolutely right.
And then he's just like, really, come on, let it go. And she's like, no. And then I can see them arguing just because they have that difference in each other.
That's exactly how they were on their show.
And it can be an issue
back in the 70s.
Yeah, it could be an issue with work ethic because in the beginning they mentioned, they had a big rift between each other.
Yes,
and I could see it being that like that she takes stuff too seriously. He doesn't take stuff seriously enough, and that part has always been maybe a dynamic, like an issue between the two, is finding the balance between each other.
Yep. But they found their balance and they found their peace. So
yeah,
which is good. That's because
good. They're both incredibly talented.
Very. Yeah. And I used to love hearing them sing together.
They sounded so good in this song.
Yeah.
That's the thing, is you said that his voice was overpowering her. I felt like they balanced each other really well.
Well, I couldn't hardly hear her voice. I was trying to hear it, but her voice was a little bit low, which was always like that anyway.
I don't know. To me, I heard both of them. Like his part, I heard him. Her part, I heard her. And then when they were together, it was very, I feel like their voices kind of blended into each other, which is maybe where you might have heard him more if you're hearing the deeper part more. But I think their voices just blended really well.
I know they performed really, really well. So I'm looking forward to hearing them again.
Yeah, I hope that they do a performance where they break out of their egg, right? And they both get to like be separate or something. That
even when cool. He was like poking her, you saw how she like looked
I know,
at him, like,
that's
really?
Why I was like, she's
are
a
you
serious
really doing
one.
This?
It's like the serious one, the jokester.
Yeah.
And that's where the issue comes in when they're dealing with each other, because he doesn't know how to deal with her any other way than, you know, being not so serious, and she doesn't know, and she takes him not being serious as like disrespectful.
Like, when are you gonna grow up?
Like, but also takes it as like, it can come across disrespectful.
Yeah.
When you're someone who doesn't take things seriously all the time, and then you're taking a moment seriously, and then you feel like somebody else is joking about it, it can make you feel disrespected. Yeah. So I can see how there would be a relationship issue in that form because they have to get to understand each other. That's true. Until you're mature enough to be able to understand the other person, there's going to be a lot of growing pains, especially in the younger years.
Yeah. Well, they're over those growing pains, so
yeah.
Now they're just growing old pain.
Yeah, isn't it so sad when you see two people who are so incredibly, like, they're just both so talented, and they just can't. If you're like, man, if the two of you could just, you know, get to a level playing field together, you would be so great.
And the thing is, they're so popular. You would think they were the only two in the family, but they weren't. It was about 8 of them, maybe 8 or 9 of them.
That's a huge family.
Yes, they have a very huge family, and she's the only girl.
Wow,
they're all boys.
Oh gosh,
yes,
even worse for
her.
Only
girl. It was worse for her because a lot of, you know, the whole family was very overprotective with her. So I mean, it is a huge family.
Yeah.
Imagine when they all get together for Christmases and stuff like that.
Yeah, but also it sounds like so much fun.
And,
it sounds like
that's
so
too many
fun.
people.
Yeah, for you, but to me,
because
I'm
I grew up
like,
with 7. I mean, 8 of us. I mean, that's a lot in one bathroom. It's like, oh.
Okay, the one bathroom part is awful, but like at the same time, you have so many stories and so many, you know, experiences that you had together that you could. I mean, when you're older, you could be like, oh my god, remember when we were kids?
When things happen, we sure had each other's backs. So that's for sure. That's for sure.
Yeah.
When you show up with 8 people, it's like, who you messing with now? So, you know, imagine.
And they'll be like, oh, that's your family.
8, 9 guys
never mind.
walking up to defend her. Like, are you messing with our little sister? What? No.
Yeah, that must make the dating life hard. Nobody wants to get involved with that.
For real.
Everybody will be scared off.
But yeah, and they're all music talent. The other guys, they had a band. I forgot what their band was called. I still have their album, and it's from like the 70s. So they had a big band, and then Donnie and Marie went on their own, and they were singing dual together.
Were they the youngest too?
Yes, they were the youngest too.
Of course they were. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they were.
Wow, like you and your brother.
Yeah.
The youngest too, always getting in the most trouble.
Yep, that was us. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
So I can't wait to hear more of their songs together.
Yeah,
so
me too.
At the end of the night, I took it down. We took it down. We all took it down to like two of them, which was Dragon and Giraffe, because everybody else was like outstanding.
Yeah, we were between those two.
But not to say that Dragon and Giraffe was bad, because they weren't.
This is the first time, right?
Yeah,
this is
the first time that it's like, okay, we kind of knew it was going to be between them, but it was kind of hard because somebody had to get eliminated.
I'm going to be honest. I didn't really want anybody to be eliminated.
That's true. I wanted to see more Busta Rhymes, to be honest.
Yeah,
I really did.
Like,
I wanted to see what else he would bring out.
I didn't want to see anybody eliminated. For the first time, I didn't want to see
anybody
eliminated.
Like, go, eliminate him, go.
And then I know last season, I was so angry with the white tiger and the Sarah Palin and the JoJo Siwa, the dinosaur.
So it was pitiful. But
it was pitiful.
Pitiful. It was pitiful.
Yeah, so this is the first time I can say I didn't really want to see anybody eliminated, but I knew somebody had to go.
But unfortunately, the dragon was gone.
Yes.
And it was Busta Rhymes.
Although I stuck my final guess in at DMX.
Yeah, me too. I did. I was really hoping for DMX. But when he was taking off his mask, I was like, that's Busta Rhymes. It was something he did with his arm that I swear was like I saw straight through the mask. And I was like, that's Busta Rhymes. He just did something that Busta Rhymes would have done.
Yeah.
It
makes me think about freaking... what's his face? Jessie McCartney last season. I was like punching myself. Like, how did I not think of Jessie McCartney? Made me so mad. I was like, oh, of course it was Jessie McCartney. What the hell?
I mean,
I remember when we all thought it was Jamie Foxx up until the end, and then it wasn't Jamie Foxx, and everybody was shook.
And
they talked.
Like, but the person who was the Fox actually has a lot of traits of Jamie Foxx. I mean, a lot of traits.
Yeah. Yeah.
They could be brothers.
Can you believe they talked about Jamie Foxx so much that season that Jamie Foxx had to come onto the panel the next season? That was hilarious.
They were like,
oh my gosh. I was like, okay, now Jamie Foxx has to come on at some point.
I was sold. I was like, that's Jamie Foxx. It can't be anybody else. The voice, the way they performed, everything just threw me off.
Yeah, that was crazy. But yeah. Busta Rhymes, first unmasked singer of the season.
Eliminated.
Who was the first unmasked singer of last season? Lil Wayne?
Yeah, the robot.
I think it was Lil Wayne, the robot. Yeah.
He was the first one gone.
Actually, for last season, Lil Wayne, who was the robot, I was the only person who said that it could be Lil Wayne.
I know. I was like, what? No.
It was something he did. The way he said something made me think in my head, I was like, this could be Lil Wayne. And then I was actually, going to the past, I used to hate Lil Wayne so much. I used to hate the way that he rapped.
I love the way he raps.
Now, today, my opinion has changed. And so
when I caught you hearing it. I was like, what? You're listening to Lil Wayne? She's like, I kind of like him now.
Yeah. Times have changed. That was like high school me. We're talking like almost 10 years into the future. My music tastes have changed since high school and all that. And high school, all I was listening to was like what Green Day and Evanescence and like all that, all those like band type ish. Yeah.
Then when you got in my car, it was Tupac.
Yeah, and then I was listening to Tupac, 50 Cent. Yep. Oh my God! Remember the album that 50 Cent did where it started off with him dropping a quarter?
That album was.
Oh my God.
Album was shook.
Actually, I'm sorry. It wasn't a quarter. It was a 50 Cent.
It was 50 Cent.
Yeah, where it started with the thing with the coin dropping and then it went into his music. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's a big guy. Now he's into movies. And,
yeah, he is big.
And
oh my gosh,
big in body and he's big in
we're talking
fame.
about he's not really
smart.
A rapper. He's a singer.
He's smart.
Nelly is doing Dancing with the Stars this year.
Really?
Yes,
it's getting hot in there.
It's getting hot in here. So take off all your clothes. And so I'm watching Dancing with the Stars this year. We're on episode 2. Maybe you should watch it. I don't know. Get into it. You know what I mean? Carol Baskin is on Dancing with the Stars this year.
How many times can you see somebody do the foxtrot?
Yeah, but they're different every time.
The waltz.
They're
the
different.
Foxtrot. The waltz.
You're right. The waltz.
Like, how many times can you see it?
Salsa, tango, foxtrot, contemporary.
It sounds like you're spelling.
I know. It sounds like I'm doing
foxtrot.
Oh my God. Remember we used to have to talk? Yeah, so that's abacus, A like alpha, B like bravo.
T like tango. F like foxtrot.
F like FU. Oh, I'm sorry. F like foxtrot. I'm sorry. That just slipped out.
F like FU.
F this shit. I'm out.
Can you imagine somebody spell their name? My name is Frank. I'm sorry, I didn't get that. Frank. F like F you. R like rude. A like asshole.
No, it's
N like
F
nerd.
like F you. R like
K
are
like
you
kick your ass.
R like are you stupid? A like asshole. N like
nerd
face.
K like kick your ass, because that's what I'm about to do when I get off this phone.
K like kill you, because that's what I feel like doing right now.
Does that spell my name out? It's Frank. Dang it, Frank. Can I get somebody who speaks English?
And you're talking.
I know.
You're talking perfect English.
I know. Can I
get
somebody
someone who understands
English,
me?
Who's in this country English?
Oh my gosh. Tell me about it.
I used to hate that.
Yeah. I'd be like, really?
Like,
really?
what?
I'm pretty sure I probably speak better English than you do, sir.
No.
Sir.
When I would answer the phone, thank you for calling. My name is Nancy. How can I help you? Oh my gosh. Are you American?
I used to get that too.
Yes. How can I help you?
The person who calls in and asks me if I'm in America.
I thought you was like from overseas or something.
The people that used to call to ask if I'm in America, asking me where I'm at. Excuse me, sir, what do you mean where I'm at? Like, you're trying to stalk me? I'm not going to tell you where I'm at.
I got so pissed off at one. I was I'm in the office.
What the hell does it matter? What the hell does it matter where I'm at, sir?
He was like, I know you're in an office, but where? We're located in Orlando.
Where's that?
You sure you're not
right?
just saying
like,
that?
Like, where's that?
Yeah.
In Florida,
Orlando,
sir.
Florida. You sure you're not just saying that because they tell you to say that?
I hate that. Nobody tells you to say where you're from. If someone's overseas, usually they'll just say they're overseas.
Yeah. We're the answering service.
The ignorance, man. Anyways, that went so off topic.
I used to hate It started with Frank.
So the first unmasked singer was Busta Rhymes. And we went off on a tangent on
Love
DMX.
you, Busta Rhymes.
I know that one song. There's only one. Is Busta Rhymes in that song?
What song?
I've got to look it up now. What is that song? She got me speeding in the fast lane, pedal to the phone lane, trying to get back to her love. Best believe she got that good thing.
I don't know
she my little
if that's
thing.
him.
Ask around, they know us. They know that it's mine. And then he's
that
like,
doesn't sound like that would be him.
I don't know. That's probably not it. I don't know. I think maybe he's in that song because he's like busted.
I can't think of what he raps. Like, I can't think of it.
Hold up.
One moment,
please. Busta Rhymes.
One moment, please.
One moment, please, while I look into that. I know what you want. Touch it. Break your neck. Wait, what?
I thought you was telling me. I know what you want.
Break your neck. Oh, these are his songs. Pass the core voice here. Put your hands where my eyes could see. Give me some more. Woo-ha. Arab money. The Don and the Boss. It's a party. Make it clap. Dangerous. Twerk it. What's it going to be? I love my biatch. We made it clean. Holla. Everything remains raw. I'll hurt you. Tear the roof off. These are all
I
songs
remember Holla.
Hustler's Anthem 09. I love it. In the ghetto. As I come back, light your ass on fire. Hit 'em high. Don't touch me. Where's your money? Turn it up. I'm so hood. Remix. I'm so hood. I wear my pants below my waist. Is that really the song?
No. No.
That's not the song? Oh, is that like a joke song or something? I hear it all the time. They'd be like, I'm so hood. I wear my pants below my waist.
No, that's not. That's I don't know who sings that.
Top 10 Busta Rhymes songs. I can't obviously play them now because copyright.
Yeah.
But, you know.
You're lucky we can say them.
I can read the song names, right?
Well, you're not illiterate.
Really? I'm not illiterate.
Illiterate?
I am not illiterate. I can read.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so I wonder who's going to be in the next group of singers. There were 18 for this season.
Yes.
And they only did what? 5?
16.
Huh?
There's
18.
only 16.
18.
16.
18.
The SEC. Let me look.
Let me look.
Let me look.
The Masked Singer season 4.
I almost put my straw in my nose.
Group B, 6 more masks. Oh, yeah, you're right. 16.
The SEC. Uno, say. 16.
They only
One,
did how many
6.
this episode? They did the
SEC.
sun. So they did the sun, the
They did
giraffe,
4.
the dragon, and the owls.
Yep.
That's it? Only
That's
4?
it. 4.
What? So
Then
the next episode
4.
is going to have 6. It said the next episode will be 6.
What? That's weird.
It says episode 2, Group B premiere 6 more masks.
Then that's going to be 10.
Which airs September 30th, 8 p.m.
And then they're going to do
Eastern
another
Time.
6?
They're going to do 6. So
then
then
that's
means they're probably going to
16.
end with, so 6 and 4 is 10.
How
Which
many
means
episodes?
that on the episode after that is going to be 6 more. So it
Yeah.
should be 6, 6, and I guess the first is 4.
How many episodes?
I have no idea. I think the last time it was like 8 or 9 episodes or something like that. But because of the popularity of the show, it's possible they may have more episodes this season than they have had the last seasons. And I think this is more people than they've had in the past. So it could be. Oops. I smacked my microphone. So it could be a longer season than the past ones.
That'll be good.
I know. More
It'll
Masked
last
Singer.
longer.
Oh, speaking of, we also watched the first episode of I Can See Your Voice.
I Can See Your Voice.
We did. And I have to say, I think I would be really good as the person who gets to pick the good and bad singers because I was like on the money.
It's technically a game. I thought it was going to be
game.
something like,
It's like Jeopardy. Oh, I'm sorry. No.
Jeopardy.
It's like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire with a twist.
I felt like it was
singer.
more like what's that suitcase game? Deal or
no deal.
Deal or no deal.
Yeah, where you pick
I
the
felt like it was more like
suitcases,
deal or no deal. Who's the fake singer and who's the real singer? That's what it felt like. It felt like they were standing up there like suitcases. And she was like picking.
I was like right on the money with the singers and non-singers.
No, the first contestant won $100,000.
She won, over that, 130,000.
100. She could have walked away with 30,000.
Oh, but she won the 100. Yeah.
If he was a good singer, then she would walk away with 100.
I knew he was a good singer.
If he was a bad singer, she would have lost it all. She wouldn't have won anything.
She was doing pretty bad up until that point.
Sure
and then she walked away with all the moolah. Woohoo! Which I was like, yes. I was like, just do it, just do it, just do it. I knew he was a good singer. I knew it. I could tell. There's something about the good singers. You can tell by the way that they move their mouth and stuff like that. There's certain like techniques that people have in singing that you can just tell even when they're lip singing if they're good or not. And the guy, I could tell. I was like, no, that's him. He totally sang that. And I was right on with everything except for the counselor. The counselor is the only one who kind of like threw me off.
I know, because she looked like she would have been a good singer.
I was very like in between. I should have went off my first instinct, which my first instinct was to say no, she's not a singer. And then when she did the lip singing, she kind of sold it a little bit. So I was like, maybe she is. I wasn't like 100% on her.
Yeah,
and sure enough, she was not a singer. So I was like, But my first gut instinct was
she looked like
correct.
she would have been singing in church or something.
And the rock climber, I was like, as soon as she said the part about being like performing
I was
for
like,
Disney,
she's a singer. She's a pro. She's a pro.
That she performed as like Ariel or something for Disney and stuff. I was like, 100%.
Yeah,
absolutely.
She's a pro.
I believe that to be a fact because she looks exactly like all the girls they're always picking to play the Disney characters.
That voice was awesome. And the football player,
I knew he wasn't a singer.
He was a bad singer.
Yeah.
He's like, I played the drums. I did play in a rock band, but I was doing the drums.
That's exactly what I said when he came up. I said, you know what? One thing I'll believe him on. He played an instrument. One thing I don't believe him on that he sang.
When he said that he was in a rock band, Ken was like, doing what? Putting down the wires?
Oh, yeah.
Because he was
savage.
Awful. I was like, wow. He was like, I played the drums.
That was savage.
I was like, yeah, that's about what it.
Yeah.
Because drummers don't sing, so okay.
The one thing I was like, the one thing I give the football player is that yes, he probably played an instrument. Do I think he sang? Absolutely not. And then another thing, this is where the massage background helps out because she's always talking about like people's like postures and stuff like that. And the one thing I noticed immediately about the football player, the one thing I noticed immediately about the football player is that how his like shoulders were like hunched forward and stuff, which is a very common thing among athletes who play football. So I was like, absolutely 100%. He's definitely a football player, definitely not a singer.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that's where I was sold that he was definitely not the good singer. And he looked like he was terrified up there. He looked like he was just getting by.
I know. Then, of course, there was the girl that looked like the before.
Oh, yeah. The before Princess Diaries.
Yeah, Princess Diary. The before look.
Yeah, I knew she was bad from the beginning.
She was horrible.
From the beginning.
I knew it. I was like,
from the lip syncing, I knew she was bad. Mm-mm. I was like, oh, no. Singers do not.
She looks like a nerd. I said, I bet anything you ask her, any school question or something like that, she'll be like, boom, boom, boom. Sure enough, she is. Like,
pi is 3.14159667.
I know, because Ken was like, well, pi is like 3.19. She's like, no, actually,
3.14159.
3.14.
That's the only part I know. The only part of pi I know.
We're like, okay, you're smart.
The only part of pi I know is 3.14159. Everything after that, I have no idea. And I think it's 3.14159.265. Something.
The only thing I know about pi
is how to eat it.
Exactly, how to eat it. And how it comes: custard, key lime pie,
how to cut it,
pie, cherry pie, apple pie, peach pie, blueberry pie.
The only thing I know about pie, the only thing about pie is I know it tastes good sometimes.
Well, anyway, the first contestant won $100,000. Good for her. Wish it was me.
I'm gonna be the next one. So I'm gonna say now.
Do it.
I'm gonna be on Dancing with the Stars because if Carol Baskin can do it, so can I.
Do it. Who's Carol Baskin?
Carol Baskin. She did Tiger King. It's this documentary on Netflix. Everybody, I haven't watched the Tiger King documentary, so I don't have any personal opinions that I can say about it. But what I can tell you is that everybody is claiming that she killed her husband, and it's been a whole big ordeal for her. So I don't know.
That's a whole other story.
Has she killed her husband?
Do it.
I don't know. I haven't watched the documentary. Even if I have watched the documentary, will that tell me whether or not she killed him? I don't know, because the documentary is not a trial, and a trial is where the evidence is presented. So I'm sure that we are lacking evidence in this docuseries. All right. So I can't tell you.
All right, lawyer.
I'm not a lawyer. I'm just saying.
Just do it.
I'm just saying, because people are like crucifying her, saying that she's like killed her husband and all this stuff and making her like a living
judging people.
But guess what? You don't know, because do we have all the facts? I don't know. I haven't watched Tiger King, so I don't even know if the facts are present.
She was married to him. She was living with him. He's dead. She did it. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't even think he's dead.
I don't know.
Here's the thing. I don't even think he's dead. I think he's missing currently. I can't say, because when I was like looking at the Dancing with the Stars he tag it on Twitter. No, maybe.
I don't know.
I was looking at the Dancing with the Stars tag on Twitter, and a lot of people were making a comment that the family of her husband paid a lot of money to have an ad slot played during the premiere night of Dancing with the Stars about a big reward they were giving for anything that can give information about his disappearance. I don't know. I guess it was like a thing to get back at her.
That's what I was going to say. He hated her so much that he faked his death.
I don't know.
Or just disappeared.
I don't know. I haven't watched Tiger King documentary, so maybe I'll have to watch it and then I can make my own judgments.
I don't know.
Perhaps.
I don't know. I don't know if I can get into Dancing with the Stars, though.
I love dancing. And when I watch the performances, I just want to do what they do. I love the costumes. I love the stage and everything and how they set up and the songs they dance to.
Dancing with the Stars can take ordinary people and turn them into dancers by the end of the season. You can do it. We got some people in there that just don't ever become good. So you can do the ones that get sent home the first night.
Yeah.
You can do it.
Yeah, like that. So.
And then the dancer's like, oh, I'm the one that got stuck with 2 left feet.
Yeah. Like
they
the poor girl who got stuck with Charles. He had 2 left feet. And he was stiff as a board.
It's harder to get a guy to loosen up in dancing than it is a woman.
And he was like super tall. He's like 6'7" or something crazy. He's a basketball player, so he's like super tall. And he's an older guy. And yeah,
she must have been like, thank God it's over.
When Alfie saw him come out, the massage therapist came out and she was like, oh my God, he's in so much pain. He needs a massage. And I was like, dang, how can you tell? And she's like, just look at the way that he's walking. He's in pain. He needs a massage.
Oh my God. They're always in pain, especially when they're tall. They're always
especially
in pain.
Athletes.
Their joints and stuff. Always. They put their body through things that, you know.
I know. And then you got to take care of your body. But yeah, I was like, so you're trying to say that if you gave him a massage, he'd probably do better?
Yeah.
It's just like, yeah. So he probably could have been a lot better if he had a massage.
Who's to say he doesn't get one?
Oh, I don't know. Because he looked like he's in pain, so I don't know. It's just like, no, a good massage therapist would not leave him like that.
It was probably painful for him to do the dancing.
Yeah. Well, we went running, and then I had those really awful shin splints, and then she gave me a massage, and it pretty much made them go away. So a good massage therapist should be able to fix any issues that he has, or at least improve them majorly, and then give him the tools that he needs to keep himself right. So like, if you probably saw a massage therapist, they'd probably like fix him to the point that he's not in so much pain, and then they would tell him what to do to help him not be in pain in the future. And then with continued maintenance, he would be busting moves on the dance floor.
If you want it,
you got it.
If you want it, baby, you got it.
Anyways,
stick to your day job.
Who?
Me.
So yeah, I think that was it for tonight.
Yeah.
All right, so we had a blast watching the show. We're going to be back, obviously, next Friday again to talk about, I was going to say Dancing with the Stars.
No,
we're going to be back.
That.
We're going to be back next Friday to talk about The Masked Singer, the second episode. We are so excited to see the next group of people. The first group of people was so promising that we're hoping that the second group is going to be equally as talented, which I'm sure that hopefully they will be. No more white tigers. No more white tigers.
Yes. This
Sorry,
ain't a dance
Ron
show.
Gronkowski. No more.
This ain't a dance
Sorry,
show.
Sarah Palin. None of you. Sorry, Jojo Siwa. None of those. Anyways, so
Jojo who?
Jojo Siwa. Remember, she was the dinosaur.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot.
I was like, remember when we watched it, I was like, that's her. I'll tell you why. Because she sounds like a kid and she's a full grown, like, almost, I think she's like 18 years old or something like that. Or she's 16.
She was like 18.
But she sounds like she's 10
or 19.
Not even. She sounds like she's 7 years old still. I was like, she sounds like a child. It's Jojo Siwa. She's the only person who sounds like a child with like a fully grown body. Anyways.
It was her.
And I was right. Anyways. So, yeah we hoped
and prayed that she was cut.
Yeah, so share with us what your thoughts are of who these people might be. Were you surprised to find that Busta Rhymes was behind the dragon costume?
I was.
So we hope that you enjoyed today's episode. And we hope to see you and I can't talk.
I want to see episode.
Oh, I think no.
I want you to know.
I can't talk.
Mwah.
I'm a mess. Mamma mia. Mamma mia, mamma mia, mamma mia, Figaro.
Figaro. I'm just a poor girl trying to finish this comment.
I'm just a poor boy with a poor family. Mamma mia, mamma mia, Figaro.
So you think you can love me and leave me to die? Bum, 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 bum. So you think you can love me and leave me to die? Oh, baby.
Anyways.
You're just driving me crazy. Don't turn around. Don't turn around.
Just gotta get out. Just gotta get out of here.
I thought it said don't turn around. Anyway. Don't turn
around. No. Really? Don't turn around. Wake me up. Wake me up.
Inside.
Anyways. We hope that you enjoyed.
Good times.
And we hope that you're staying safe, happy, and healthy and manifesting everything you desire out of life.
True story. Amen.